Hello, sixth grade. Investigation 2.2 summary notes for Let's Be Rational. Now we're going to use the multiplication with an algorithm. So again, an algorithm is just a set of steps to solve a problem. So when we multiply fractions, it's very simple. All you need to do is multiply across the numerator. 3 times 7 equals 21. Multiply across the denominators. 5 times 8 is 40. And if needed, simplify your answer. That easy. Multiply your numerators across, multiply your denominators across. Now, sometimes we can do what we call simplify before we multiply. What that means is we're going to check our diagonals to see if they can be simplified. Okay, it only can go diagonally. So if I look here at 9 and 6, they share a factor of 3. So I'm going to divide both of those numbers by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3, so it's going to be my new number there. And 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay, now I'm going to look in the other direction. Now, sometimes it's only one diagonal. Sometimes it's none. But here, if I look in this direction, 20 and 5 both share 5 as a factor. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. And 5 divided by 5 is 1. So now I'm going to then follow, just multiply across. 3 times 1 is 3, and 4 times 2 is 8. What that does is it helps you, remember, our original problem was 9 20ths times 5 6. Yes, I can multiply that, and I'd get 45 over 120, but for a lot of you, it would take you a while to simplify 45 20ths. This is doing numbers that are just a little bit easier to see. Okay, so that's simplifying before you multiply. Okay, notice, neither one did I find a common denominator. You do not need to find common denominators when we are multiplying fractions. The last scenario is multiplying mixed numbers. When we multiply mixed numbers, we must change them into improper fractions. You cannot multiply mixed numbers. You only can multiply fractions. So 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1. I have 5 fourths times 5 halves. Then you're going to follow the same rules as above. I can't simplify anything, so I'm going to multiply my numerators, and I get 25. Multiply my denominators and get 8. I could leave it that way, or again, depends on my purpose. 8 goes into 25 3 times. That gives me to 24, so I have 1/8 left over. So, first thing, you must change them into improper fractions. You will not get the correct answer if you leave them as mixed numbers. So if we quickly practice on the bottom, okay, so I just need to multiply my numerators. 3 times 1 is 3. Multiply by denominators. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 and 3/4 times 1/2. Oh, I have a mixed number. I don't have a fraction. It needs to be a fraction. So 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3. I have 11/4 times 1/2. Multiply my numerators. I get 11. Multiply my denominators and I get 8. 1 and 1/4 times 8. Remember, this dot means multiplication. So I need to change this into a fraction. 5/4 times 1/8. Multiply my numerators. 5 times 1 is 5. Multiply my denominators. 4 times 8 is 32. It is that easy. Do not make it any more complicated than it needs to be.